I mentioned that Paige Bentle went to the Valkyries. Now I've got to wonder, who did they protect and why? Why would you let Paige Bentle go? Why would you let the Gazelle go? So I don't get it, but I'll tell you what I am excited to see. Satou Sabally. And there's this whole talk about her coming. Now, there was also this issue about protecting Nelissa Smith. And I need to say to you all, okay, listen, relax. I think, now as much as I am sad about Paige Bentle leaving, I have a confidence in this Fever crew that's been hired. And I told you guys from the beginning, before even they brought in Kelly Crosscoff, all right? Look, they cleaning house. And so when they brought in Cox, all right, then it's like, okay, they have taken a shower. They have bathed. And when they got out the shower, they got to put on some clean underwear. Remember I talked about that? And I said, there's no way they're going to keep size after they've cleansed themselves. And then it's like getting out of the shower and putting on dirty underwear. All right. I told you they had to get some new underwear. They go get a new coach. And that's what they did. And so now we have Stephanie White. Okay. Well, we got some dirty socks too that need to be cleaned up. And that would be Nelissa Smith. All right. So you got to understand, you're not going to come in here and take a bath and wash all this, then put on some clean underwear and then put on some dirty, holy, stinking, filthy, dingy socks. No, we get ready to, we see, listen, now, the socks that we might feel like are ready to be trashed, somebody else might feel like they are nice socks. So then we got to hold on to these dingy socks so that we can get another sock, and that would be Satu Sabally. So we need to hold on to the other sock so we can get a clean sock with no holes in it. Okay, so relax with this whole Nelissa Smith and being upset. I think we should have a confidence in this team that's been hired to come in here and usher us into this next season. And so I trust that they're not going to stay with Nelissa Smith for one other reason. Let me say this. I've said this before. I don't think Stephanie White wanted to be where she was. I think she specifically picked up and left because she didn't like the energy. This is Diva Lyri's opinion. All right? This is Diva Lyri's opinion. But I have the strong notion and suspicion that she specifically left that place because she didn't like the drama and the garbage that was going on there. All right? So now, in saying that, when you're talking about Nelissa Smith, she's still tied to that garbage that was going on where she left. Listen, I get it. Stephanie White says there was a family emergency. Okay, I get it. But she didn't want to be there. And I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even know Stephanie White was the coach. I didn't hear much about the coach. She stayed in the back. I always knew about the Suns and Dejanay Carrington and the other woman who was made these claims about the Fever fans. I knew about them, but I didn't know who the coach was. She was very quiet. She didn't want that smoke. She's here for a reason, because she didn't want to be there. So I don't see her being good with having an issue where here's this woman who's tied to that team where she came from, where she didn't want to be. That's my opinion. All right. But I'm pretty right. I know I'm going to be right. All right. So check this out. Relax. You're keeping Nelissa Smith because you're trying to get Satu Sabally. And I think Satu Sabally is going to be an excellent fit for the Indiana Fever. I want to see that. And so you got to have something to trade. We got to have some socks to trade. our dirty holy socks. Somebody else might be in love with those socks, and we can trade for a couple of things. Now, part of me is wondering why you wouldn't protect Bentley and protect Nelissa Smith and trade them two for Sabally. I'm just wondering, because I'm trying to figure out what are they, is Nelissa Smith going to be enough to trade for a Satu Sabally? I'm wondering. So I don't know. Again, I'm not deep into basketball in that way, but I do wonder. Those are the things that make me wonder about this trade, why they didn't protect Bentley, who are they going to trade for Satu Sabally, and then the whole other question was, is Satu Sabally going to want to change? Satu Sabally coming from the wings, because the wings are expected to get Paige Bueckers. Now, once again, let me say this. Now, the thing about Paige Bueckers is there's these rumblings and undertones that she might not want to go to the wings. And then, so the question was, well, maybe she'll choose to stay if Paige Bueckers is coming, and then she'll have a chance to win a championship. Let me be clear on this. Paige Bueckers is no Caitlin Clark. Paige Bueckers, now, I don't know a lot, but I know enough to know Paige Bueckers is no Caitlin Clark. And that's by playing, nor by being received by the public. She's not a Caitlin Clark. So it would be to Satu Sabally's best interest to bring it on to Fever Land and get with Caitlin Clark, because that's going to be championship, and we hope to see Satu in Fever Land, because that's going to be a lot of fun to see. And it's going to be a lot of fun to see Caitlin Clark and the Fever go up against the Valkyrie and Kate Martin. I'd love to see that.